So I was asked last week how to do NDIS websites in Canberra, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. It's very easy, and most of us, the easy days of NDIS are over, so we actually have to do our marketing well, and the place to start with that is your website. So the first thing to keep in mind is you don't want to have stock photos. There's so many people in Canberra using stock photos. Use real photos of real participants, okay? Even if, say, if you look at these photos here, the lighting's not perfect, the photos aren't perfect, that actually makes it authentic. That makes it so that people know that you're the real deal. That there is a stock image. When I finish making this website for them, that by then that'll be a real video of their real participants and them interacting with real people. But the bottom line is when you look through this website, we got real stuff because real is how we do it. Also, when it comes to stock photos, if you look at, say, this company here, they're actually down in Wollongong. I'm doing some work for them as well. With these guys, again, real photos, real people, their actual staff, and again, no one can argue that these guys are effective at what they do because if they've got this many people working with them, it gives them credibility. Okay, if you compare that to most NDIS websites full of stock photos with perfect lighting and models and everyone looking so happy and people standing around going, "Oh, I know that sounds nuts, but why have we got photos of people standing with their hands in the air? I don't understand it." Okay, so it's like we have to change that. What else do you need to know for doing websites in Canberra for NDIS? The first thing is that the days of just putting out a website and thinking people are going to come and love you are over. So this one here, these guys are in the northern part of Canberra, and again, you've got real photos. I've pretty much finished their website, and so these photos are here to stay, and you've got real participants. That's their real staff members with a participant, and then you've got real people. Okay, these are good people, and everyone can see that from their photos. There's warmth. We're avoiding the stock photos. And then another thing that you must get right when we're doing an NDIS website is we must have a situation where we're giving away quality information. So if I move that over there, okay. So see this here, we're giving away good quality information that whether you choose these guys or not, you know that they know their stuff and they're actually giving you information that can help you make your choice of who you choose. The days of saying, here's 7 reasons to choose us are over. No one treats that with any credibility, okay? Instead, you want to give advice of how to choose the right provider. So for these guys, they're focused on mental health and that's why you'll see great advice about how to choose providers that are good for your mental health. Another thing to keep in mind is your contact us page. It's probably the most important page of your website. Okay, your contact us page should be at the top right. Now, of your menu bar, have a look at this. Here you've got a lady who, when someone comes to this website, that's Tamara. She's kind, she's interpersonal, and you can see that from the photo. So when someone lands on this page, there's a couple of things you want to get right on your contact us page. One is you just, contact us, get in touch. Well, you need to make a promise. Like Tamara's promise is, we promise to get back to you today or tomorrow at the latest. Okay, there's something real and honest about that. I know of someone else who has a 2 hour promise. Okay, that's a big call. Okay, if you can't meet that, well, meet this. And then just be a human being. We know that this matters to you. Okay. Also, you want your phone number, email address right there so that people don't have to fill in a form. Okay. One more thing is I'll see a lot of this forms that have like not 4 fields, 1, 2, 3, 4, but have 40 fields where they're asking for your NDIS number, your address, your mother's postcode. I don't know, something crazy. That is so dopey because people are filling out these forms on their mobile. About 85 to 90% of people finding you for your NDIS website is coming from mobiles, so you can't give them 40 things to fill out. They won't do it. Okay, instead just give 4: name, email, phone, and how can we help you. Even name. I see a lot of first name, last name. Why? Why give them 5 fields when you can just give them 4? Okay. What else can I show you that's really helpful? If I say show you these guys, going to their website, we're talking like human beings. Stuff like care from the heart. We know you'll love building happy and strong friendships with your support team. Okay, so that's talking in human. Don't talk in ChatGPT. Don't talk in NDISEs. Okay, I don't want to see the word participants on websites unless you are absolutely unless it's only occasional, because people don't relate to that. Let's have another look at these guys here. Another thing is, and this is a stock video, but it's full of emotion. Okay, so you need avoid stock videos where you can, but if you're going to use it, have it be an emotional experience. Okay, so these guys here, they're actually in Sydney. I did their website for them a little while ago, and there's something about seeing that little girl get a hug from that grandmother that really emphasizes that people matter, you know, and that's coming through on that website. Okay. I'll show you something else. This is again, these guys are in Northern Canberra. I've just finished doing their website for them recently. If you look at this, there's a lot of joy on this. Again, that's a stock image, but there's joy in it. And their real thing is, you know, delivering services with joy. Okay, because they don't really have a niche in the same way that these guys have mental health, or these guys here have got basically comprehensive. There's nothing they don't do. Okay, well, these guys, their niche is joyful. Okay, so and that comes through. That is written in for humans. That's not written in NDISEs. It's not written by a robot, and it's not written by someone who's got English as a second language. That is written straight from the heart to the heart. Okay, and then again, lots of subheadings, short sentences, talk like you're a human. Okay, and then again, real participants. These guys, like, they're really emphasizing that they're humans. And again, if I go to say accommodation, there's Nicola. She's their business development manager. She's giving advice. Okay, respite, it's how it feels that matters. This is extra important if the participant is neurodivergent or anxious. She's giving advice. You win the game of credibility when you give quality advice that others aren't giving, and that's from the heart. And so, and if I go and look at, say, this contact us page here, you're seeing Tamara's on your side. She's made a promise. She'll get back to you. If I look at this one here and I go and have a look at what Eve's doing, the support you've been looking for. So you've got that reassurance, and you've got, again, you've got a promise. You've got a very simple 4-field contact form, and you've got a friendly person. Okay, and that's really important. Now, something else that we really need to nail is we need to show off our services across our menu bar. So these guys here are at 24Care. You've got your support services. You've got them all listed out. And then you've got your weekly activities. What is it that they do? Now, I don't see that on many websites. Lots of us are doing these sort of weekly activities, but these guys are actually being front and center about what they do. Okay, so there's still a lot of work I've got to do on this page, but long story short, you can see that they're really showing off what they do. And if I look at, say, the support services, say their home care page, home care made with you in mind. Again, we're talking in plain English. That is a stock image that can't stay there because the ratio of real wheelchairs to non-wheelchair photos and videos in NDIS world is off the charts. It's just, it's got to be changed. Okay, so looking through their services though, you can see it's comprehensive. Like, you can see they know their stuff by how many different things they offer. And here we've got, again, that's a stock image. That shouldn't be like that, but for now, it's what it is until I improve it. So when it comes to actually doing a website in Canberra for NDIS, the things to keep in mind are you want to be real, and you want to be real with your words and with your images. And then you want to avoid jargon. At every point, avoid jargon. This one, every support, take your pick. Seriously? Yeah, you'll take your pick. It's like, talk like a human, okay? And also have a sensible journey across here. Don't have a million things in your menu bar, okay? You should have seen that the menu bar these guys had before I started working with them. It was off the planet. Whereas now it's very simple. You come to home, you can see whatever it is that you want, and you keep going. Now, their tips and guides give away information. Give away your best information, okay? Literally write pages about if your services are, say, support coordination, give tips and guides. How can I choose the right support coordinator for me? If you're doing, say, SIL housing, tips and guides. How do I choose a good SIL house? Not choose my SIL house. It's how do you choose a good SIL house? Okay, so that sort of stuff is really valuable. And then the other thing is warmth. Whether you're talking about warmth like these guys are doing here, or whether you're talking about warmth like these guys are doing here. Without warmth, people will gloss over you and choose the next one. Does that make sense? Now, there's so much more I could show you to doing great NDIS websites, but the truth is, if you only implement these basics I've shown you, you're ahead of 90% of other NDIS providers, okay? If you've got a website team who work for you, please give them this video. They will thank you for it. If you don't, get in touch with me. I'll be happy to help you out if whatever you need, I'll give it my best crack. Because what we don't want anymore is assuming that the easy days are ahead of us. The easy days are behind us. The days of, I have capacity, therefore people will just throw participants at me, are over. Instead, we need to put our best foot forward, be real with people, be kind, be transparent, have a fantastic website, because a couple of grand put into a website will come back to you 1,000 times over in the long term.